a little bit arched, which oh my god, during high school I had them very much arched and people were like literally staring me down, but yeah, I felt like a bad oh my god. Like how you smell will make a huge change to the people around you. Socializing with others actually creates your identity. It creates your own self-perception of yourself. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Isabel, and in today's video we'll tap into something that you guys have asked me a lot, consistently on my channel, and that is how to be more feminine. We're gonna tap into 3 elements, and that is how to become, feel, and present yourself more in a feminine way, especially as a transgender woman. Oh my god, you guys, while I've been editing this video, I've actually realized that I got my first ever member in my Patreon. So I just want to say thank you so much. And remember you guys, if you are a special member, then you will get a shout out in my next video. So yeah, make sure to check my Patreon out. Now let me just say this, that being feminine is not a checklist, okay? It's not about fitting into some, stereotype or norm. And it's highly not because changing yourself in order to please other people, okay? You have to do it more for yourself also. Femininity is how you feel inside. That expressing factor. Expressing that in the way that makes you feel confident and, match who you are inside. That makes you feel strong, authentic, and yeah, comfortable in your own body. And with that being said, I know it can be, a little bit overwhelming, especially in the beginning of the transition. However, today I'm going to show you guys some practical tips, some mind shifts, and a little bit even little hacks that helped me on my own journey, so I could very much help your journey as well. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, one of the biggest things that people take notice is the voice, the communication. It's not just your appearance, it's also your your communication in all of this. And I don't just mean pitch. Femininity communication often includes rhythm, tone, and even body language. So instead of speaking only higher, you should be focusing on actually softening your voice instead, which may shock a lot of people because when you think of feminine voices, you think they have a higher voice, but actually just try to speak softer. And for me personally, it comes naturally, but I think it's because I've done it like consciously first, but then I just didn't mind it at all, and then it became me. Adding more melody into your sentences, almost like you're singing. I know it might sound crazy, but it works, I promise you guys. Using facial expressions and even hand gestures, why not? My tips for you guys would be practicing out loud. Like, trust me. You can even like record yourself talking and see where you're at and where you want to be. And remember that every woman's voice varies, and it's not just like women, it's also every voice in the world. Some women have deep and husky voices, and some other women might have super soft or even high voices. The key here would be to find your own voice, and that version, it has to come out naturally. Take elements of certain things and make it into your own type of creation, and then yeah, your voice will be yours, and that voice would actually sound the most naturalist. So second of all, I want to talk about style and fashion. I keep bragging about this in my own videos, but I have to tell you guys again, clothes are such a powerful way in order to express your femininity. You don't have to dress like a runway model. I typically do that, however we are all different, obviously. I mean, you can dress like a model, but you don't have to dress like that every day. Start with small things, some fitted jeans instead of baggy ones, and start off with also softer fabrics perhaps, or layering pieces together, cardigans or even jackets. And actually what I started off with, a lot from that has stuck with me till today in regards of finding that unique style of mine. And remember you guys, do not be afraid to experiment. For me personally, during high school, that was the time for me where I felt the most comfortable, and that's where I actually started with my feminine clothes. Try skirts. It doesn't necessarily have to be, that short. It can, be a skirt to your knees perhaps, or even a full-length skirt. Try dresses or feminine cut like hoodies, t-shirts, and also regarding of accessories, try belts, scarves, or even jewelries like these. That can very much also shift the outfit from masculine to feminine without having to be over the top, just at your comfort level. And then the third thing would be hair and grooming. Obviously, hair makes such a huge difference. And now, if you know me, in all of my videos I try to change up my hair, so even you guys can see how much of a difference the hair actually makes. Like, it makes you into who you are. And for me, I try styles that makes me feel the most feminine. And if you're not on hormones yet, or you've not had your hair on that growth, then wigs can be a lifesaver for sure. I mean, because my hormones definitely made my hair grow a lot faster, I will say that. It thinned out and became more softer, and yeah, it grew a lot of length like never before. But having wigs, if you're not impatient, then yeah, wigs would be an option. And trust me, there's no shame in wearing one, absolutely none. And as for grooming, even shaping your eyebrows, like having them a little bit arched, which oh my god, during high school I had them very much arched and people were like literally staring me down. But yeah, I felt like a bad bitch and I deserved to be one. And I felt like I owned the world. So yeah, but now as I've grown, my face has changed, especially after hormones obviously. But yeah, like now naturally I've done them more like, they are still like a little bit arched, however they are more like rounder, and I feel like it complements my face and makes it look more feminine. But obviously it has to do a lot with your personality as well. If you're still a bad bitch and like for the rest of your life, then obviously you're gonna want to have arched eyebrows. So it's not just a matter of fact of complementing your appearance, but also your personality. Find what you feel comfortable with as well. And then obviously you have to learn makeup basics and getting your skincare and moisturizing your skin every single day, which all of those factors will automatically make you feel more feminine because you're grooming yourself, you're taking care of yourself. So think as for grooming as self-care. I want to take up painted nails. And you guys, I'm gonna have my nails done for the first time next week, I know. So even for me, some things are still new. And that's what's so fun about this, is that every day you will find another way in order to look, more feminine in your own unique way. Try perfumes also. Oh my god, like how you smell will make a huge change to the people around you, I promise you guys. I usually tend to go for, more of a berry scented smell in perfumes and deodorants, which yeah, I feel like I am more channeled to that. And another tip would be that ask other people like, hey, like, do you like my perfume? Can you smell it? Does it, suit me? Like, ask other people, because socializing with others actually creates your identity. It creates your own self-perception of yourself. So these rituals, essentially, they do not only make you more feminine, but they also help your womanhood in a whole. So you could feel more connected and channeled to your womanhood, obviously. So the fourth thing I want to talk about is body movement and body language. So femininity is not only what you wear, it's also how you express yourself and how you move, how you, essentially carry yourself. Watch and observe how women sit, how they talk, what words they use, how's their mannerism, how's their posture, what gestures are they using when they're talking. Are they sitting with their legs open like this on a train station, or are they sitting more elegantly like this? So essentially, from my own perception, men are usually taught to take up more space, while women are socialized to move more quietly, or differently, I should say. Crossing their legs, as I stated, when sitting, and then also tilting their heads when they're listening, softening their hand movements. Now this, to some people, might seem like it's a performance, but actually it's reality. It's about adding fluidity, grace, and elegance, and even intention to how you actually move. You know, practice walking in front of a mirror, or even record yourself. What do you look like? When you change these little things, you'll start to notice these little differences. At the end of the day, they will become bigger and bigger and bigger, and they will become a part of you. So the fifth thing I want to talk about is obviously mindset and confidence. This might be the most important tip of all. Femininity isn't just external, it's also a lot internal. Confidence is the most feminine thing you can wear on yourself. When I first started transitioning, I focused a lot on passing, and I was worried that I was gonna be clocked at some point. But over time, as time went by, I learned that, you know, even walking in a room with my head held high, when I laughed, when I owned my space, people saw me as me, not just as a trans woman trying to look more feminine. So do affirm yourself every single day. Remind yourself that your womanhood is good enough. It's valid, and no matter what stage you're in your transition, you should never compare yourself to other people, because your own femininity is unique. So the sixth thing I want to talk about is social cues and practice. Femininity also comes a lot from observation. Pay attention to how women around you talk, or even, you know, this might sound crazy, but even laugh, or even texts. Like, honestly, little differences such as emojis or punctuation, or even saying, you know, like, ah, and, you know, showing that sympathy and compassion and emotional side into adding, you know, that extra warmth in your own words, that makes a huge difference. And that communication can make you feel more aligned in your own, you know, identity. And it has truly helped me, like, for real. Practice with your friends, online community, or even watching your favorite YouTube creators. Over time, you'll naturally pick up habits that makes you feel the most comfortable. And the seventh thing I want to talk about is hormones, which is optional. I want to mention this gently because not everyone has access to hormones, or even, in fact, want to take them. But for those who do, HRT, aka hormone replacement therapy, can also soften some features over time, appearance-wise. Like, for me, it changed my face a lot. I got a lot more fat distribution, and then also, yeah, I felt more aligned in my own brain. I could think more freely, you know, the fog was gone. But with that being said, you know, femininity is a wide spectrum. It's something you can embody at any stage. So yeah, you guys, those are my own unique tips on how to make yourself look more feminine, and even present yourself and make you feel more feminine also. Remember that this is a journey and not a race. It's not like you're competing yourself with other people, and please do not compare yourself to others as well, because that's just detrimental to your own health, your own body. Take things what works for you little by little and experiment. And most of all, you know, allow yourself to be patient. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe and turn on all the notifications down below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and share the video if you can as well, as it will help a lot of people. And then also I have my Patreon link down below, so make sure to check that out. And I will be posting ad-free exclusive videos there. So yeah, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye, beautiful, beautiful people.